Hello and welcome back. Alright, so we have our normal CSV reading file. What we want to be able to do is jump over to our presidents2.csv and we want to be able to read this data in as well. So if we come over to our main CPP file, what we want to do is actually go ahead and copy and paste this read CVS file block because we're going to be using almost all of the code. So we come down here, we're going to rename it. We'll rename it read CVS file with comments. Takes the same parameters. We're going to start out the same. We're going to read the string, or open the stream. We're going to get the line. And right here, what we're going to do is actually check to see if the line starts with a comment, or starts with a comment character. So the easiest way to do that is to just do if line period size is greater than 0 and the line at 0 equals the hash symbol, then we will go ahead and continue. So what this does is it tells our loop to stop executing, well, this iteration of the loop to stop executing and jump back up and start at the top of the loop again. So that's pretty easy. The next thing we want to do is we basically only want to actually add new presidents if all three of our data parsing came back as working. So the easiest way to do that is the easiest way to do that is we can check the return value on the get lines that are being read in. And so we can do if get line doesn't return 0 and this get line doesn't return 0 and this operation doesn't return 0, then we want to go ahead and add the president to the list. So we can jump down into our main CPP file and go ahead and copy and paste this entire block and rename our second list 1 to list 2, update our file name that we're going to open to presidents.2, and do our comparison. We want to make sure that we compare list 2. And if we build and we run and we look at the output results, we can say, oh, they're not equal. So we have done something wrong. Let's go ahead and go take a look and see what we did. So we have if the size is the same. Yeah, greater than 0. That's right. And that's right. Continue. If the get line, what are we doing wrong? Oh, I forgot to update one of the lists. The list variables. So in our read CVS, I did two stupid things. One, we need to update the list 1 to list 2 there. 2, we need to call the correct method. Okay, so we rename that properly, we build, we run again, and we'll get, the two lists are equal. Perfect. So if you don't make stupid errors like that, you can usually get the right behavior. So we went through the process of reading and implementing a basic little test method. We were able to read CVS files both with our own custom commenting code and empty lines, being able to ignore that data properly. And yeah, that should give you a basic overview of how streams work. It was pretty high level. We didn't jump into a lot of the specifics. There's a lot more to be learned on streams, but at the end of the day, most of the time you're just going to be reading some data from a file And this is really all the code that you're going to end up needing. So with that, thank you very much.